better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Russell. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels.
Wide open spaces. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Bernard. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Going with the ground game left.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Here comes the heat. He's got an open man. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes a connection. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Tight end now in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've moved closer, and still they need 2 yards, third and goal. Trying to punch it in. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And that's a really good stop by this defense. Third down, they run the football, they're physical. You gave up some yards on the possession, so be it. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Green. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You see all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He'll pull it down and run. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
From the gun, running back on the move. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Where did he find a hole in the defense? Running wide open down the gut of the field.
Defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And on first down, they've sent the field goal unit onto the field. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
And he gets taken out of bounds before getting rid of it. This will be a massive loss on the play.
And you really need your quarterbacks, man, to understand, like, to stay on schedule. And we can't take those big losses, right? So once I start to scramble around and I'm trying to buy time or I'm trying to make a big play, like, give it up, get north-south, throw the football away. You can't just turn, run out of bounds, and take that big loss.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's Green. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can kick those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete.
just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Finds his man. It's Horton. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them. After the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
It's complete. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quarterback on the keep. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Green. Finds his big tight end. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught them.
Going up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
He'll get rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Horton. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He lets one fly deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? He's going to lose a yard on that one.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. They're now up 9-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to throw, it's Green. Makes the catch. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
That's reeled in. It's Green. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Purdy on the Jets. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's complete.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to pass, it's Russell. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Big Tide players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to fire. Now improvising. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Green. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in the first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the run, fires downfield. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. To the air. It's Green. Rushes on him. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gives it on the option. Finding an escape route. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Miller with the ball. And some room to work. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Trying to find his man in the middle. And it's caught inside the 25. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Russell. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd.
And that's a live ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Working that left side now. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now it's a 2-possession game, down 15. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got a man, it's Edwards. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far.
He'll take the deep shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Pocket breaking down. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Brown. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving him and creating the explosive play.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Green. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they...
Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Green. Floating away. Buys a little extra time. Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
23, Arkansas, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That's caught. It's Miller. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Off the play fake on first down. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Oh, it's a reverse. And the defense not fooled at all as they stop this play at the line.
This
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 9-point game. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Dropping back, it's Russell. Going over the top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown time!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations.
He unleashes a long one. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Green. Pulls it in, it's Blake.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. With the catch, it's Brown. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Those screen passes. I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give is to Miller. And he finds no running room at all, and the 3rd quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the 4th.
With the score, Alabama 37, Arkansas 21.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a 1st down. Nice balance by this offense.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. This guy's having a game that feels like half a season for some. He's over 450 yards.
And he is so dialed in with his offensive coordinator and play caller with what they want to do and how they want to attack this defense. It seems like every single snap, he's read the coverage. He knows exactly where to go with the ball.
Pulls it in. It's Horton. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He leaves it with his back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. The field goal is no good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points.
Arkansas, 21.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Green. Catch in the middle. It's Anthony. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The snap sets up the throw. Moving away from pressure. Touchdown, Arkansas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
I mean, just have a day already. He's right on the cusp of 500 yards through the air.
And I know he did an outstanding job all week long in practice, watching film and taking every rep seriously and personally on the practice field building up to this one.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board and send from the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Now, a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And they'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to pass. It's Green. Here's a hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not-many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Handoff, keep working on that clock. Turning it on. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple of more times. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Arkansas.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy,